There is nothing more important than empowering children to have positive, healthy, successful lives. There is nothing more important than setting children up to feel valued and cared for and safe.
The Policy Project by nature is really interested in preventing problems before they grow and become huge. So many of society's problems that we would love to solve for, incarceration, homelessness, inability to stay in long-term relationships, substance abuse, had one core element at the beginning of a life. Many of the people that were experiencing those things today had experienced child sexual abuse.
At the Children's Justice Centers, we have 25 centers throughout the state, so we represent every county. We see thousands of cases every year come through our doors. A majority of those that we see are sexual abuse cases.
Statistically, they're likely to be sexually abused by someone who they know or trust. They may not understand at a really young age that what's happening to them is actually inappropriate.
Maybe they don't even know that it's actually sexual abuse. They don't know it shouldn't be happening. So there's many reasons why a child won't say.
We will have kids who desperately are trying to tell someone that something bad is happening to them, and they don't have the words.
30 years ago, when the youngest survivor in our family told her parents that her uncle, my youngest brother, had sexually abused her when she was a young child and he was a teenager, she didn't have the language or the words or the understanding to adequately convey what had really happened. Because her parents didn't understand the depth of the abuse, nothing was done. As a result, her uncle and my youngest brother went on to abuse several other family members in our extended family for the next 20 years.
The sooner that they can report the case to us from the time that it occurred, the greater our likelihood to conduct interviews and collect evidence that's fresh and can be corroborated, the greater the likelihood we're able to get those cases prosecuted.
This education protects children. It helps kids get the services that they need.
One thing we know is that prevention education actually works. When children learn at a young age what abuse is, what they can do about it, when they're able to identify adults that they trust to share if abuse is happening, it works. We can actually prevent or very quickly end abuse and end that cycle.
The section that we talk about child sexual abuse is very age appropriate. It's in line with all the standards set by the state legislature and the state school board.
This type of material and instruction helps kids to learn essential skills like how to set boundaries, how to ask for help, how to understand when a situation might be inappropriate or dangerous, who are the healthy adults in their life that they can go to for help.
The sexual abuse of children is not inevitable. This is preventable like so many other things. It's just a matter of us leaning in and making sure that we're offering the prevention that's needed.
We had a counselor using the sex abuse prevention program and discussed what sexual abuse looked like. A few minutes later, this little girl walks up to her teacher and says, my dad's been touching me like that for 2 years. As a direct result of being taught what should not be happening to her, disclosed to someone she trusted. This little girl's abuse was able to end because she was taught by a counselor what sexual abuse was. And without that, this abuse could have continued for a long time. Early disclosures to someone you trust ends abuse.
The first time I saw the actual education that would be given to children, I went out in my car and I just wept because I knew that education would have saved me years of trauma.
Having this education would have made all the difference in my life.
There's no child out there that has a shield around them that's going to stop something like this from happening. So it's better to have the knowledge and not need it than to need it and not have it.
I saw the education and I instantly thought of my own grandkids. They would have been in kindergarten, and I thought this education would be perfect for them. And I still think that, as a grandma, as a mom, I would want all my kids to have this.
We partner with the Family Place of Northern Utah. They reach out to the teachers in our schools and they say, we need 2 30 to 45 minute chunks of time. What works best for you? It's a seamless provision of training and an opportunity for our students that really is not disruptive to the school day at all. Parents understand that this is not about sex education or anything like that. This is about giving students skills to help them keep themselves safe and promote positive, healthy relationships with their family members. Through the curriculum that's been developed and through the support from the state, we have the ability to do so in a workable, reasonable, manageable way that doesn't create additional burdens.
At the beginning of the year, Peace House reaches out to all the counselors and we schedule a block of time. And it's very easy and they are accommodating. So I have just finished 2 weeks of teaching this lesson.
We worked with the Utah State Legislature in getting $1.5 million in ongoing funding so that children all across the state of Utah could receive abuse prevention curriculum.
There are different options for schools to be able to participate so that they could do it in the way that's most comfortable for them.
That both provides for partnerships with outside organizations, if that's the direction a district chooses to go, or it provides for the training time that's necessary to get a staff member up to speed and able to provide it. It's fantastic that there's state funding available through the Utah State School Board.
Prevention education is critical for every student, every child throughout the state. We want to make sure that every child is getting prevention education.
In the history of the state of Utah, we have not had the opportunity to stop child sexual abuse like we have now.
This sexual abuse education has been legislated, funded, created. Trained professionals are standing at the door of your schools ready to teach. You're being handed this on a silver platter. Good heavens, let's teach it.
Statistically, a quarter to a third of your students are experiencing some sort of abuse. Why wouldn't you want to keep those children safe?
This type of instructional material is age appropriate. It is vetted. It is approved by many different people who are experts in the community as well as experts in education. And it keeps the focus on building skills in students that they need in order to be safe.
When things happen to children, we take it very personally because we feel responsible. And if there's something that we can do to prevent harm, we'll do it.